My computer tells me it's showtime. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana, and today I'm here to do live intuitive tarot readings. So welcome. I hope you are all well, or well enough, shall I say. And thank you for being here today and joining me in this. And one of the things that comes up a lot in these live sessions is that there is a message embedded in other people's readings for you. There's a reason why the group who's here today, who's present at this time, is here. And we will have some kind of connection, some kind of message. And these messages tend to repeat in the cards. And so I do encourage you to listen to other people's readings as well, too, because there might be something there for you. And so let me say welcome to who's here. I saw Gaurav was on early this morning, and Preeti Raj. Primrose, hello. And Twinkle Twinkle, Pragya is here. So I'm going to get started right away. And I know that Gaurav and Preeti Raj have been very patient. I have not answered their questions for a while. So I am going to go to start with Gaurav's question. And it's a financial question. Okay. I want to know if any money earning opportunity is coming for you, and time frame would be helpful. Okay, so time frame can be a little tricky with the tarot, but I will do my best to answer that question for you. Okay. Hello, Leanne. I'm not sure if I said hello to you, so welcome. So Gaurav, just take a breath here. And for those of you who do work with the tarot and do your own tarot readings, when we're looking for a sense of financial security, of course, we're looking for the Suit of Pentacles. We're looking for cards that feel solid and foundation. So we're also looking for fours. So fours would indicate that sort of security. We're not looking for cards that either through the artwork or in other ways feel scattered, right? We want to kind of dial it in. So I would really encourage you, Gaurav, to focus on that. Like the whole aspect in your life of grounding is really important, because if you want to bring in the security, then you need to feel secure. And so you need to feel sure-footed. You need to feel connected to the ground, to the earth. And I've talked about this so many times. These are my septarian pieces that I carry often in my pockets. I often have them with me when I'm doing this kind of work, because I feel that it's that connection, right, to the earth. And it doesn't have to be any kind of a gemstone in particular or a crystal in particular, but something that makes you feel grounded, exactly, and slowing down. So I would also, when you have this kind of concern, you want to be focused on, if you driving a little more slowly. Watch. I'm just going to wait for the garbage collection to go by. It's so noisy. What I was going to say is excessive vata. Excessive vata is not going to bring financial abundance, if you know what that means, Gaurav. So you want to work on that. All right, so a couple of cards looking for timing and financial security for this lovely soul. Son of Pentacles, Gaurav. Daughter of Swords. Oh, we've got lots of energy of people and players. So it definitely looks like there are going to be players involved in this. And it's so challenging with the court cards and tarot. I want to speak to you, because this is about you and your security. Your resourcefulness is really important at this time, but it definitely feels like there are other people helping you build this security, building this project. This is not something you're doing alone. So you have brothers, sisters, and I'm using brothers and sisters in quotation marks. So that means you want to reach out to other, and it feels like other young people. And there may be a creative component to this as well, but it's going to involve some tenacity and some hard work. And it almost feels like you're building your own project, not stepping into a company position. As for when is the security? Let's do one more card. Well, that's good. That's good. So the Wheel of Fortune. So the shift. When? This year, definitely there's going to be a shift within the next 3 months. I feel that for sure. Like not right around the fall, not right around the autumn, but within the parameter, within 2020. And this looks really good for you. And this is going to change your life in a big way. And I would definitely reach out to your, to other young people. It feels like you have the potential to create something with your friends, you know, with your tribe. So thank you. Thank you for being here today and asking this question. Hello, Jonathan. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to select Manishka's question. All righty, so where should we go next? Preeti Raj. I am going to answer, oh my goodness, my words, answer Preeti's question, okay? She's been asking about Jagjit for a long time. So will Jagjit reply? So this is a yes or a no question. I'm going to kind of go to a little more heart-centered deck here. Will Jagjit reply? You can also ask the pendulum. So I'll pull a card or two, and then I'll just ask the pendulum. I feel like I've already answered this question. Feels like patience. Feels like patience is required. Feels like Jagjit, or you are building something. And I may have answered positively to this before. I think long term, the potential is there. Long term. So will Jagjit reply to Preeti Raj? Will Jagjit reply to Preeti Raj? So I'm getting a no. And the cards are telling me about building something, like building a foundation, building and growing towards something long term. So in your day-to-day life, maybe it's time to stop focusing on this particular question and to, I don't know, it feels like to be more in a place of trust. You know, if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. There is definitely something with the karma between the two of you. And he may just need space at this time. And I don't know why. I can't dive into Jagjit's mind. He's not here. So that's what I have for you. So no, he's not going to reply. But there's definitely something about the two of you and your karmas and your foundation. Okay? Thank you. All righty. So let's go on. And I think Primrose. So hello, Primrose. I don't think I've ever done a reading for you. So let's go to Primrose. That looks like you for, okay, it's posted twice. You want to know how your Libra feels about you. And does he feel a spiritual connection towards you? Okay. Alrighty. Does your Libra feel a spiritual connection towards you? Okay. So welcome. How are you all? I will scroll down. I will scroll down in a few minutes and have a look. Twinkle Twinkle, hello. That's a nice channel name. And say hi to everybody who's not here. So Primrose is asking about her Libra, and does her Libra feel a spiritual connection towards her? What is the nature of the relationship? Wow. There's definitely passion there. Definitely passion. And it feels quite beautiful. It feels quite balanced. I chose the Tarot of the She, and I love that the Maker 8 is kind of at the foundation of this reading. So I would say yes. I would say yes. And your Libra, may not be entirely aware of the extent of his feelings. This is such a beautiful card. Like, I've pulled cards definitely of passion, the two of you building things together. There's 2 pentacles, 2 fire cards. So it feels like the pentacles are balancing the fire energy. And this Maker 8 card down at the bottom feels really beautiful. So I would definitely continue to explore this relationship, to trust in this relationship. There is absolutely no indication that there's anything funny going on. And it definitely feels very passionate, if not passionate, a lot of creative energy. Yeah. So thanks. Alrighty. Hello, Twinkle Twinkle, Pragya, Leanne. Pragya, yes, I can do a reading for you today. Marg is here. Hello, Manishka. Aloha, Jonathan. Let's see. Oh, Flame is here. Mariah. And Riva Sen, hello to all of you. Roshali Kapoor, hello. Alrighty, so I'm going to scroll back up to the top and just kind of go from there. Blessings to you, Leanne. Alrighty. Who? Okay. So Pragya wants to know who she will marry, and Manishka, you've had a couple, or at least one reading in the last 2 times. So I'm going to ask you to patiently wait for a couple of weeks. Pragya, I'm going to go to you. Who will you marry? Who? Well, I can answer. We can talk about the qualities of who you will marry. So much passion and love and Tarot of the Hidden Realm. Let's go there. Who will you marry? For those of you that watch the tarot side of my channel, like are actually interested in the tarot as a tarot reader, as a tarot collector, there's been lots of chats lately about shuffling. And I want to respond to some of the Facebook posts as well as the videos that have come up. I do love to shuffle, as some of you know. And yeah. I was trying to get one of my magician friends to come on and do a live with me, but he's not responding. Okay. Who will Pragya marry? Let me know if any of you are getting hits on this. Who will Pragya marry? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was getting wands too. Somebody strong. This is not really helping me at all. It feels like your perception on who the ideal partner is shifting. And one of the things I would encourage you to do is to write a letter to your ideal partner. And this is such a beautiful exercise for anybody who's looking for a partner. One of the reasons I'm saying this is the Hanged Man is sitting here around the wheel, which is the fortune fairy. It's like make a wish. And the Hanged Man is sitting there. So there's also some time for reflection that's needed. And it feels, we have the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords underneath this. So it feels like you're putting a lot of passion and energy, and there's a lot of turmoil going on in your mind about this. And it may be time to step away from that. And so that's why I'm offering a creative solution to this. And so you write a letter to your ideal partner, very specifically. How would you like them to speak to you? Would you like them to take care of the bills? Would you like them to be able to cook? Would you like them to build you a garden? Just really specific details. Would you like a partner who got up early in the morning and went to bed later at night? And just very slowly taking your time and writing this letter to your ideal partner. And then you reflect on this and you start to build this letter. And this is it's like a law of attraction kind of thing. But also it helps you to look at the qualities within yourself that perhaps you could be adjusting, that you could be becoming more aware of, so that you're attracting that perfect ideal partner. Okay, so what I'm seeing in these cards is a lot of chaos in the mind, right? It feels like argumentative. It feels like maybe somebody has a arrangement for you that you're not happy with. It feels like anything could be going on, like some kind of chaos is ensuing right now. So for you to change that pattern, it's going to take some time for you to reflect and think of a new strategy. So I'm not picking up on who you're going to marry. What I'm picking up on today is how to work through the situation that is in front of you right now. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, thank you very much, Pragya. Alrighty, so you like my glasses. Thanks, Leanne. I like the red glasses too, they're fun. All right, I think we're going to Flame. Alrighty, so Flame, greetings. I need to know if my ex you is plotting against me, like being sneaky and spreading things about me. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. So I just need to think about that energetically. As you know, I work energetically. So this relationship you are in, you're having some doubt and you want to confirm this doubt. Or is this your stuff? Is this in your mind? So I just need to turn this around and just kind of talk this through before I start shuffling the cards. Are you being sneaky? Are you saying things to yourself that aren't kind about yourself? One of the things when these kind of questions come up, it can be really helpful to turn it back on yourself and just pause. And I know that's really hard. I know that can be harsh. So in any way, are you saying unkind things about yourself? Are you spreading things about your partner or other people. When we get into this very challenging communication, misunderstandings, sometimes we can turn that around and we can shift the other by shifting ourselves. So I'm just going to look at the energy around this relationship right now. So I want to know, I'm asking Spirit about the relationship between Flame and Flame's ex. The relationship between Flame and Flame's ex. Doesn't feel like that. It feels like, it looks like the cards are, I need to talk this through because again, we have some big cards here. Something is coming, it feels like something is coming into right relationship. Something is coming into balance. There's no cards here of bitter words, or there's no ugly swords cards here. These are cards of building relationship, building trust, building foundation. And so it feels exactly the opposite of what you are perceiving. We have a lot of threes here. I have 2 3s and a 9. So this feels quite sacred. So I'm a little confused because I don't know what's going on and we can't have this one-on-one conversation. So this is one of those readings where I would really encourage you to book a follow-up reading. I'm going to look to the artwork. It looks like there's a lot of support in community. And so I would lean to community, to be building your community. So my short answer is no. It feels like a no, definitely, like loud and clear. I hope that gives you some comfort and peace of mind. Alrighty. Hello, Marg. Mark, oh, you've been exposed to COVID twice. Oh my goodness. Because of the fear of not getting it, but passing it on to my elderly friends, I resigned. Oh my goodness, that is a big change. So my heart goes out to you. So you're looking for a new direction. All right, a new direction. So you were in healthcare or something. Maybe you said that. Oh, you were in long-term care. Okay. A new direction. So first of all, when we make these shifts, these big shifts like this, and this is, sometimes we just need to pat ourselves on the back and say, yeah, this is in my highest interest. This is in everyone's highest interest, to be kind to yourself, to look after yourself, maybe amp up your self-care. And that's kind of the energy, like that's what would okay. And my throat is kind of lighting up. So use your voice, make sure that you're not keeping all this internally, that you're sharing this with friends, that you're sharing your challenges, that if there's any guilt over this, that you are managing and dealing with the guilt, you're releasing the guilt and you are finding a way to serve that. So that part of your self-care and the process is really important. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a few cards for the next step. What is the next step for Marg? What is the next step for Marg? Yeah, you'll have a decision to make here. Oh my goodness. This is not feeling like action right now. I do have the Nine of Wands, but it's very different in this deck, and so I want to address that. And so that was the sense that I was getting, that Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands kind of energy coming to the end and really looking after yourself. And I'm wondering if there is another way to share your gift, but not in a long-term care facility. Because I have the Father of Pentacles, the Mother of Swords in this reading as well too. And there may be another way to be in service to the elderly without being in direct communication with them. And when I look at this Nine of Wands in this deck, I see celebration. I see celebration. And so perhaps you could be organizing and helping families to coordinate things from a distance for everything from celebrations of life to who knows what. But it feels like you're not moving away from the care of people. So your reading kind of has like two sides to it. One is your self-care is really important, but to be creative in, and I'm kind of getting a hit right in my third eye right now, which kind of tells me I'm spot on here, and that you're not going in a different direction. You're going at it in a different way. So take some time to reflect on that, to write down some different ideas about what are the needs of this community? What are the needs of the elderly community where you could share your gifts? Thanks, Mark. Alrighty. Okay. Jonathan, do you know what? I used to do craft shows, and I remembered that I had this acrylic stand for when I was doing craft shows, and I went to I went through some of my old boxes today, and I went and pulled it out, and I thought, oh, I need one so badly because my desk is always such a mess here. So I'm pretty happy, and it's clear. Rochelle Kapoor. Alrighty, your turn. I want to know about marriage. By when and how will he really trying? Will meet through newspaper, travel, or shadi? I'm assuming shadi is some kind of an arrangement, but I'm not sure. So you want to know how you will meet. Okay. One of the words that is jumping out to me from your question is really trying. Really trying. And so really trying feels like grasping. It feels like clinging. It feels like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And so when I feel that kind of energy, I want to encourage you to exhale and to kind of let go. Let go. This is about trust. The universe, there's a plan for you. You're going to find that partner, that perfect partner. And if we are so busy like this, right? It can't happen. That kind of energy does not facilitate love. Love comes when the arms are open and we're in a place of trust. And so, yeah, Let's, you want to know when, and how. When and how. Okay. So is it going to be by newspaper, travel? Travel is always romantic, isn't it? Or Shadhi. Perhaps I should just Google what Shadhi is. As I'm not familiar with that term. Oh, okay. I see. So some kind of matrimonial arrangement. Okay, got it, which is what I guessed. All right. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pull kind of A, B, and C, and we're just going to look at the energy around that. So A is newspaper, B is travel or some kind of adventure, and C is through Shadi. So let's expand on that. There's also potential with the newspaper. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards for these two. Travel is definitely does not look like that. Okay. So as far as the marital arrangement goes, it feels like a really beautiful union could come from that, a union of contentment and love. I have lovely cards here and one challenging card. And so I need to figure out why that challenging card is sitting with the matrimonial arrangement. So why would that be there? It would be there because, okay, because perhaps you feel the resistance to that tradition. You feel the resistance to maybe the strangulation, the confinement, the rules, the regulations of that tradition. And so perhaps it's about seeing the tradition from another perspective, seeing the tradition from not creating restriction, but creating opportunity. And what I'm seeing over here with them, I'm sorry, I'm probably saying that word all wrong, with the the matrimonial arrangement is love, like real love. And what I am seeing over in the newspaper or like online is not a lot of happiness. It feels deceitful and sad, actually. And so I want to show you these 2 cards. And these are both cup cards. These are both joyful cards. They're both feel really sweet. So I hope that gives you some hope. And maybe, again, I would encourage like to try to, and not try, but to feel your way through this old tradition and see if you can see the benefits and the kindness and the beauty of the older tradition, the older traditional way of meeting a spouse. Okay, so thank you very much. Alrighty. Alrighty. So Riva, I will get to your question. I'm just going to scroll down and see who's here. Mallory is here. Hello. And Ritz Ready. Hello, Ritz Ready. Gayleen. Bridget. Mariah. Hello, everybody. Marilee is here. All right. So I'm going to go back up, and Shrestha is here. All right. I'm going to go back up to Riva. All right. Oh, thank you. I am glowing. I am glowing. Well, I am planning to start my own YouTube channel. Shall I move forward with it? Very confused. I have a delivery, apparently. I have a delivery. I will be right back. My apologies. Yes, I'm live on YouTube. I have a delivery. That's okay. It's just there. That's fine. Just comfort Amber, please, for a minute. I will get the box from the front door later. Sorry about that. Okay. My dog loves to be part of everything that goes on in this household. So, Riva-san. Well, it is confusing. It is confusing because a lot of things can happen, and it's just, it's a process. So let's go really kind of, you're looking for a yes or no answer. I will answer the yes or no, but I'm going to ask here for, what is the energy around the channel? What is the energy around the new channel feel like? Does it feel, are the cards feeling, yeah. That's what I'm going to ask. And then we'll know, right? Because if the cards are all kind of challenging, then we'll take that as a no. And if the cards are give us more information, then we'll take that as a yes. And then I'll let you know what all that is about. Okay. Riva-san's YouTube channel. So today's energy among a lot of people is definitely belly, like deep in the belly. So it feels, need to think about that because I've been feeling that for quite a few people's readings. It's confusing. The cards are very confusing. And I might use my pendulum here. This is Amber. If I take off the comment, you can see her. There you go. Yeah. All right. So what is confusing is that you have a lot of different ideas. You have a lot of different ideas about the kind of videos that you would like to make, perhaps, and don't know which direction to go. This is creating a lot of wasted energy, it feels like. It feels like you're not. What it feels like is that if you were to really hone in on the kind of videos that you wanted to make very specifically, then it would feel better. Underneath all of this, we have a nine of Pentacles, which feels nice. But I also have an 8 of Cups and a 5 of Pentacles and a 9 of Wands, which were the first 3 cards I pulled. The fourth card was the 9 of Pentacles. And so step 1, I would say, is to do some kind of diagram where you list the kinds of videos that you want to make, or how you want to present yourself, or your market. In this deck, this is what it looks like. It's so much juggling. It's so much emotion. And this is the Eight of Cups, not the Seven of Cups. And then this particular deck, it looks more like a Seven of Cups. So you've got all kinds of different emotions going on about this, and you really need to hone this in. It feels like there's a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. Five of Pentacles is these like dried up tomatoes or something on the vine. And then I pulled this card earlier today, and this card does feel like a celebration to me. It does not feel like a typical Nine of Wands. And then underneath we have this beautiful, rich energy. So if you want to take that, just give me a moment here. It feels like you need to let go of all the previous ideas that you've had. Like start all over. Start all over. So I would say the short-term answer is no. Right now is a time to regroup and to think about what it is you want to create. So long-term, it looks good. It looks like your intention is right. Something underneath all of this is good. But right now, it's like there's a red light for right now. Okay, so that's part of your process is honing in on all of this. I hope that helps a little bit. Alrighty. Rose Shelley, I am well. Another marriage question. Oh, we already answered that one. All right. Mallory, oh, okay. So this isn't really a tarot question. I love these kinds of questions, Mallory. Hello, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Intuition. So this is you can take courses in this kind of stuff. So I would say step one is the ego gets in the way of intuition. Like we have this self-doubt that constantly is going on. And so one of the things is when that self-doubt arises, is to let it go. So whatever that is that comes up, that is doubting, creates the doubt, is to just, whatever that is, and exhale and go, okay, I'm letting that go. Practically speaking, the best way to work on the intuition is to exercise the third eye chakra. And to exercise the third eye chakra, there's actually practices that you can do. One of them is Tritoc Meditation. And Tritoc Meditation is done where you sit and you have a candle straight ahead of you. So you raise up the candle so that the flame of the candle is straight at the eye level. And you look at the candle with the eyes open. And I would definitely, like, if you want to contact me, I could do a little lesson with you. There's some very specific instructions for Tritoc, but basically you stare at it until your eyes start to water, and then you close your eyes and you keep that internal flame in your head. And it's a way to purify this part of the energy body. It's a lovely, lovely exercise. And there are other types of exercises like this that really help to clear the mind and slow the mind. So the short answer is to reduce and to be aware of and to not let egoic triggers slow you down. And the other is to do more practices that actually exercise this third eye. So the Tritoc, Trataka, is one. And you do not have to do Tritoc on a candle. If you have astigmatism, it can not feel right, and it's actually contraindicated if you have astigmatism. You can also do Tritoc with a mandala. So you can place a mandala on the wall in front of you. So you would take the center point of the mandala or the yantra right in front of you on the wall. So every mandala or yantra has a center point. And you can, if it doesn't have one, you can draw a little point in the center and you put that on the wall about 2.5 2.5 feet in front of you, 3 feet, and then you do the same thing. And it's really a beautiful exercise. And so it's like the physical yoga practice, right? So we exercise the energy body to awaken the intuition, right? So I'll pull one card for you. I love working with people who are interested in this stuff. If you're interested, let me know. You can shoot me an email and we can do a private session and I can give you a few more tips. So that card, patience for sure. That's the card that flipped over. And, ooh, it looks like, so the card that flipped over was the Seven of Pentacles, which is card of like, give this time, be patient with this. And then the card that I chose is the Eight of Wands, which feels like, this could come blasting through at any time. So have fun on this journey and find a teacher, because teachers really do help with this. Thanks. Twinkle, twinkle, hopefully you're still here. Will there be a new start for me in 2021? 2021. So 2020 is a 4-year. 2 + 0 + 2 + 0 is a year of the Emperor. And the year of the Emperor can be a 4-year can be quite restrictive. It can be a lot of, structure. It can be too much structure for some people, and it can feel enclosing and suffocating and all of that. And so next year is a 5-year, which is the Hierophant. It's going to be a brilliant year for going back to school. It's a brilliant year for, all that kind of stuff. It's a good year for perhaps for marriage. And so it also depends, what I need to know a little bit about your astrology and all that kind of stuff. So let's just pull a couple of cards for the new year for 2021 for Twinkle Twinkle. So my question is January, February, March 2021. January, February 2021. What is the energy around that for Twinkle Twinkle? So Twinkle Twinkle, take a breath. Yeah. So perhaps in February, it looks like there's an opportunity to shift. There's a sense of optimism with the Star card, but there's also challenges as well too. So when we step into that, when you step into the new year, it might take a little bit of energy to stay on your path. It feels like you might be easily distracted. And so the best advice in that situation is to choose your battles and to really dig deep within yourself and make sure that you are following the path that you want to take, right? You're moving from your own heart, your own intention, and you keep your focus that way. It looks like there will be sufficient distractions to take you off course. And so create your plan. I was talking about this with somebody in their love relationship. Well, you can do the same with your career. You can write down exactly what it is that you want to create. How do you want to get from your home to your job? What hours of the day does this happen? What does the office smell like if it's an office? What sounds are around? Describe the environment. This kind of thing can be really helpful, but it feels like while there is tremendous opportunity, there's also some kind of distraction, specifically perhaps arguments or challenges of a not big challenges, but challenges that you know how sometimes people get easily distracted? It's like you start at the beginning of the day and you think, okay, these are the things I need to do today. And then the phone rings and you go to the phone and you notice there's something by the phone that you didn't take care of yesterday, and you do that, and then you need to part to fix that. And then you go off and get the part to do that, and then you forgot what you were doing, and you by the time you get to the end of the day, it's like nothing happened because you kept getting distracted. Well, it feels like that focus, like keeping your eye, like keeping your concentration, keeping your eye is really important. So I definitely would create a list, and even more descriptive than that, you know, of what it is and how you want it to look. Thanks. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Preeti Raj. Mariah M. Sure, you can ask about that. All right. Your connection with E. Oh, you've had a really stressful week. Okay. So, Mariah, let go. Let's connect here for a moment. So, feet on the ground. Uncross your legs if they're crossed. Take a breath. Let go. Be with your feelings. Be with your breath. And just slow down, calm down. Mariah and E. Mariah and E. What's the connection with E and Mariah? What's the connection with E and Mariah? Odd combination. I feel like today I'm getting all these odd combinations of cards. Sometimes it's so easy, and other times it's really hard. And I'm not getting a lot of physical hits in the body today. So, is there a child in the picture? It's like one of you, and I say child, but I'm also thinking that one of you wants to be more playful, or one of you needs to be more playful, or the energy of that, the playfulness, the lightness in the relationship needs to come back. So one of you feels really emotional, almost like, you know, wearing your heart on your sleeve, and the other one just wants to play. It's like that little puppy, like the one I have, that won't leave you alone, always poking his nose into you. Say, come on, let's go for a walk, let's play. And the other person says, I want to talk about things. I want to feel, I want to share my emotions. And so if there's a conflict, that might be where the conflict is. And so the third card is the Hermit card. And so some time apart, some solo time to reflect on what it is you truly want in the relationship might be exactly what the universe wants you to be doing at this time. It's very hard for a Knight of Cups and a Page of Wands to be together. And unless they can get clearer on how they view their relationship, because the Page of Wands energy is so perky and so active and always wanting to do things as well, to go places and to be busy, and the other one not so much. So yeah, so this is definitely a time to regroup and to give yourself a little bit of space. These are such beautiful cards. I did the Tarot of the Hidden Realm for you. And that's not a bad thing. It might just give you a little bit of time, both of you, to reflect. Thanks. Yeah. I didn't do a group reading today, and I just want to talk about the energy of the next. So when we are in the time of the waning moon, and we are in the sun sign of Leo, I'm not sure in the Vedic astrology if we are in Leo yet. We're still in Cancer. It can feel a little confusing. So when the moon is waning, this is a time of integration. It's a time to take your picnic down to the beach and just relax and be by the water and be calm. It's not a time to start a new garden. It's not a time to go and apply for a lot of jobs. It's really it's the time of integration. And if we can start to plan and move and be in our lives with the natural cycles of the universe, and pay attention to that on a daily, weekly basis, life can flow so much more easily. So in the summer, in the sign of fire, we want to be busy and active because the weather is great. If you are in some countries, it's too hot. And so we naturally want to retreat out of the sun and be in the shade, be in the coolness, be up early in the morning. So it's important to be and to move with your environment and to move with ease in your environment. And then on top of that, and then of course some of you are in the winter because you're in the southern hemisphere, to be mindful of what's going on with the moon cycle. So with the waning moon, you're not necessarily waning as a person, but it's not an active time right now. So I'm always reflecting on this because sometimes when things don't go well, it's just a matter of going, well, duh, obviously things aren't going well because this is the time of something. So yeah, I'm going to do a couple more readings. Okay, so where are we here? I think Nav is next. You're a shuffler too, Jonathan. Yeah, I love shuffling. Okay, so love next week for Nav. Oh, and I see a few people down below. Ivy's here. Hello, Ivy. You're welcome, Primrose. Love. Where's my favorite love deck? It's not here. Where is it? I want my love deck. I moved all my cards around and I'm preparing for some new videos, and anyway, it's fine. All you need is love. Let's go to Shadowscapes. Shadowscapes is really interesting deck to use for love. pull an oracle card too. All right. So Nav, what's coming for next week? Love. Love for Nav. Things actually feel really quite clear today. Like the energy, the air, there's definitely a humidity to the air, but things feel clear. I don't know. It's an unusual feeling I'm having right now. Actually, I'm feeling pretty clear. And I think that has to do with the swimming. I go to the ocean. I didn't go yesterday, but I did teach a beautiful restorative class. For those of you that follow me in yoga, so Monday nights on Zoom, I teach a restorative class, and I had only one person there last night, and it was lovely. I love restorative yoga. Any of you can join. It's free. It's Monday night at 7, and you can, in the description box below, it says other offerings by Sadhana. Yeah. The oracle card was resistance, Nav. It's like swimming against the current. And then I got the Emperor card, which is strength. So the end of restriction. Something quite quickly is changing. I feel like something is burning up. Something is burning up. Something is coming to an end. Is the passion in the relationship coming to an end? Have you exhausted is the relationship exhausted? And then that oracle card, I wanted to do that. Like that was my intention. And it's about resistance, about swimming upstream. And so if you feel like you are fighting a lost battle, why are you fighting a lost battle? The Emperor is about control. I've got this. Like, I want to be in charge. I want this to happen. It's like, why are you fighting this? Right? Sometimes we have to put our weapons down. Sometimes we have to say, thank you. This was great. You know, not all relationships stay in our life for a long time. It feels like very quickly moving towards the end of this relationship. That might not be what you want to hear, but that's kind of what the cards are up to here. Wow, you know, sometimes it's like it's so difficult to tell these stories, to weave these stories, because I'm not having a conversation with you, and I love readings in person or like on chat, on video chat. So if something is coming to an end, what is coming ahead is an opening to a more mature partner who is very in touch with their emotions. So what is coming to an end is control, and what's coming ahead is an opening to much more maturity with emotions. And that could be with a new partner, or that could also be with a new perspective, with letting go of the fighting, letting go of the resistance, and then really stepping into the deeper levels of the emotions. Sorry, that sounds really confusing. I hope you got something from that. These are so beautiful. There's potential. There's definitely potential. It's just a bit of a journey is what it looks like to me. So thanks, Nav. Alrighty. I'm going to go to Shrestha. Okay. So that is an A or B question. And so I can do A or B. And sometimes that is, it's also easy for you to do that on your own. And one of the things is if somebody asked about their intuition earlier and about coming into a place of trust. And I want to empower all of you to trust your feelings, to trust your intuition, to do this kind of thing. And we all, with practice, can be really comfortable in doing this. So A or B, A or B. Okay, so A is a love marriage and B is an arranged marriage. What is the energy around A and what is the energy around B? Okay. A, B. A feels harmonious. B feels controlling. Both of these have a major arcana card. Both. So A has temperance. B has the emperor. So with A, it feels like it's balance. Like temperance is about giving and taking, consciously balancing and making the fire and the water and the relationship work, right? It's not domineering. The B, which I believe is the arranged marriage, it's the emperor card. So it's like controlling. Ooh, definitely A. Definitely A. A feels amazing. A feels amazing. So both can happen, right? So the energy around the love marriage is really beautiful. And underneath the temperance card, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which are sweet, sweet cards. So you have no challenging cards in A. So it feels like love. And underneath the Emperor, I have the Ace of Swords, right? So that feels very much like somebody wants to take charge and get this going. And then I also have the Eight of Swords, right? So it feels like this confusion around somebody wanting this and somebody not wanting this. Yeah. Yeah, it feels very controlling. So I'll show you the cards for the love because they're just so beautiful and pretty. This is the Temperance card. So this is the one that's about the alchemy, being your own alchemist, being in charge of the balance of your life. And then these are the two sweet cards underneath. And this Queen of, oops, that's not the one I wanted to show you. This one, this Queen of Pentacles. Here, let me take off the, let me hide that. This Queen of Pentacles is just so happy in her home and so happy in her world. And this Nine of Cups is really funny. It's very sweet, but it's about contentment. It's about contentment. Yeah. So that seems like a simple answer for me. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do one more. Oh, what time is it? Because I have an appointment. It is, all right. It's 1:09. I can do one more. All righty. And before I do that, I'm going to scroll down, make sure I've said hello to everybody, and then I'll do one more reading. And I'll just pick one more person. Okay. Ivy would like a love reading. Jonathan says, I'm feeling that Pragya hasn't met the person yet. Yeah. And I was saying that earlier to somebody else, Jonathan, too. Like, I'm confused now because all these readings start to blend together. But the one about somebody said they were trying, and I was talking about that clinging, right? It's that we need to be in the flow, right? We need to let go. Hello, Bridget. All right. All right. So Manishka, maybe next week, Manishka. Mariah, hello. Oh, I said hello. I did a reading. Gayleen. Okay. You're welcome, Riva. Lisa Amber, hello. Sean Parker, hello. Okay. You're welcome, Twinkle Twinkle. Alrighty, so I'm going to scroll back up and I'm going to choose one more. So thank you all so much for being here today. It's really nice. I love doing this, and I hope that in some way I can help you on your journeys. And if you want, when I was on the other day, a couple people reached out right away after, and we did a 30-minute reading and cleared up their situation. And so it's really nice to connect with you on this as well as in other ways too. So I'm going to go to Ivy, and Ivy will be the last reading for today. So Ivy is concerned about her health. Oh, that's a hard question, Ivy. Okay. So I'm not a medical practitioner, and you're concerned about whether the way you're feeling has to do with spirits. Okay, so let's look at the energy around your health. The energy around your health. Hmm. Ivy, two things. One, well, that's just one thing. So there's stuff that hasn't been dealt with in your past. And when we don't deal with the challenging things that are from the past, what happens is that energy can start to create pain and all kinds of things in the physical body. And part of the process of that is not necessarily going back to the story of what happened, but there's a sense of taking control of your wellness. And if you want to take control of your wellness, then sometimes there are practices or there are things you can do to let that go. So as an example, like I was picking up, the first thing was guilt. The second thing was, I guess it's connected because it's not heart. It feels like it's moving up, and it's like you don't want to say something to somebody. It feels like the voice is restricted. It's high heart chakra. So it's really important that if we can't say these things, that we speak them out loud to the universe, or that we write something down on paper and we burn the paper. The process, I cannot overemphasize the process of letting go. And I think that's, in a nutshell, what's happening with you. You haven't let go. You haven't let go of that challenging situation that still haunts you. And once you let go of it, you will feel a lot freer. And so professionals, there's lots of different people that can help you to let go. Maker, Prince, Maker 5, Dancer 6. Okay, so this feels like nourishment of your physical body. So really taking the time to, so when we have the suit of earth, we want to be watching what we eat. We want to be cooking our own wholesome food. We want to avoid instant food, processed food. We want to be connected to the earth. And that doesn't have to be every meal, but it needs to be a conscious choice to connect to the earth. That can also be by daily connection somehow with the outdoors and the sense of grounding. Now, early on in the video, I was talking about my rocks, and I was talking about sometimes I feel when I feel out of, I just don't feel myself. Grounding is one of the most important practices everybody can have for mental health, physical health, emotional health. If we're not grounded, we aren't well. We need to be able to connect with the earth and feel like we belong and feel like we're safe. And so rocks really help me. They just help me feel connected. So you have the Maker 5 here, which is, it just feels like you're in a period of discontent in every way. And this could also be perspective. On the other side of that is the Dancer 6. So in this particular tarot of the She, we're deeply connected to the elements. But in this card, the healing perhaps can come through not only your inner child, but your siblings, your family, the past members of your family who you're no longer connected to. And through the healing of that, you will feel physically a lot better. So that's what I was feeling energetically before I shuffled the cards, and then the cards confirm that. So to go back and to do your best to try to release and to share and to say and to let go. Okay, that's your message for today. So thank you everyone for being here. And I will, hello Nina, hello Butterfly D, and everybody else I haven't said hello to, welcome Jasmine and Zainab. I will be back next Tuesday at the same time, and perhaps if I come on spontaneously at another time, but usually Tuesdays at 12 o'clock. And so the earlier you join in, the earlier you have a chance of having a reading. And I want to thank you again for being here. Stay well, everybody. Namaste.